Well, hello, good evening, everyone. So we're back today with an absolute amazing show. Well, when we are talking about it. So it's one of the most favorite shape of the both of us. And what we're going to talk about, Magda?
Definitely, we're going to talk about the modern almond, and it is a special shape. It's not for everyone.
No.
It's not for all the nail technicians and
True.
not all of the clients.
No, but it is suitable for me. And I am Deborah van Swol from Magnetic and Nail Design, and I'm a trainer based in the Netherlands. And you, my dear colleague?
And I'm Magda Knevik from the United Kingdom, and I'm also wearing a modern almond whenever I have time, because it really takes time.
Yeah, but we're going to look further into what we're going to make this show, but first look at what we are going to show you this evening. Ooh, that's a very autumnal color, right?
Absolutely.
Cool. Oh, well, I know this one. And when you're thinking, oh, why do I see three hands?
Okay,
well, I'll explain it later.
Interesting.
Yeah, we'll explain that one later. But before we're going to explain it, we have to say,
let's get started.
You.
So yeah, we mentioned on the beginning that is not the shape for everyone.
No, that's absolutely true.
Yeah, and tell me, Deborah, why is that?
Because it's a special line shape. It has very specific lines and forms, which not every person can wear actually. Or you have to get used to the length and shape, because the shape is very squeezed, and you have a special form, and you cannot touch like everything. So you really need to get to learn how to work with these nails. But when you're, used to these nails, then you never want something else, especially when I'm talking about myself. And you, my dear.
Yeah, I do agree. Once I started with the modern almond, I just could wear them all the time.
Yeah.
Although there is a special thing about the modern almond, takes ages to create them, because they need to be perfect.
Yeah.
There is not a room for the mistake, otherwise it's just a nail.
Yeah.
So modern almond is really specific, is really technical, and really requires the training. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely, yeah. It's really know about its lines, its sharp lines. And of course, it was started with like a more regular, a little bit roundish on top, modern almond. And in later stadiums, there was more like the extreme Russian almond, with the sharper, pointy edges and longer lines, of course, and a lot of inlay.
Absolutely, but what I love about the modern almond the most is the French.
Oh yeah, me too. The French, but talking about French.
Yeah, we have a lot to do with the France, and one of it is our Picnic in France collection.
So beautiful. Well, let's look into it. We like dancing. Oh.
Definitely. It was a really nice video and a really nice collection.
It's a beautiful collection and so suitable for the inlay of the modern almond, of course.
Absolutely.
But if you want to see more of these colors using in different shapes or nails, always look on YouTube. On what channel, my sweet?
Yeah, on our Magnetic Nail Talk YouTube channel. And don't forget to click subscribe and put your notification on so you will see all of the newest video. As well, like you can go back to the previous episodes of Nail Talk Live and just see what we've got for you there.
Yeah, and while we're talking about the French, there's something else French which is very beautiful and lovely. And what is that?
And this is our special friend, Sabine Pinheiro, a national trainer from France.
Absolutely,
and a distributor of magnetic nails in France. And Sabine is really special for me because Sabine was the person who taught me how to make the perfect modern almond. And I feel really connected to her.
And that's why you always say, I call her my wifey.
Oh, yes, she is my wifey. But Sabine creates absolutely perfect modern almonds. She's really perfectionist with the line work and with the French as well, of course, because she's French. So let's see her demo.
Yes, let's look into it.
Hello, my name is Sabine Pinheiro. I am from France, and today I will show you how to create an amazing modern almond with beautiful design. Come on. And now, let's do it! I already applied the nail foam, and I will show you how, because I will create a modern almond. We will see. So from the top, you can see that the middle of the shape is in the middle of the finger, and nail foam needs to be completely connected to the stress point. After this, the shape is tapered to create this modern almond. If you look from the side, you can see that the nail foam is going slightly up. And this depends on the length that I will do. Here I will do until 6, around 6, so that's why it's really slightly up. Now I will create the extension, and I choose to work with fiber white because it will give a special effect. We will see. I take a bit of product and I will put this ball. This bead will not go over the nail, but as you can see, only on the nail foam. I need to correct everything. Be sure that the stress points are connected. And I create the extension like that. My extension is now finished and cured, of course. Now I will add some metallic gel bronze on the cuticle area to create some depth. I will show you. I put a bit of gel around the cuticle area, clean my brush, and now fade it. It's really easy to fade, as you can see. And I will cure it. Now I cured this metallic gel bronze, and now I will add some special things like seashell and confetti to make perfect effect. Wow! I will show you now. First, I want to place a bit of rubber base because I need some uncured gel to put my inlays. So this is my rubber base, and I will take some seashell to put in the middle. I'm sure you will like this effect. After this, I will take some confetti and I will put them around to give more depth. And now I will cure. Now all my inlays are finished for this step, of course. And now I will create the wall with, I made a mix of Power Gel Sparkling Pink and burgundy glass, and I will show you the result. I place my ball where I want to create my wall, and I am using prep and wipe to work. I need to fade it, connecting the stress point, go slightly over the inlays, connecting the other side, and now I can create a perfect wall, perfect border, and fade it. Now to create the apex, I will use Power Gel Clear, and I will show you. Come on. I already take a bead, and I will place this bead. I will use my brush to create this apex. Now I will find the elongation because it needs to be perfect before applying the French and all other inlays. I will show you. First, of course, I remove the sticky layer of my gel, and I will take my file with a 180 grit, and I will find the corner and elongation, and it needs to be completely straight. I just finished filing my smile line and all my elongation, and now I will use liner black to create the wall really black, and I will create also an extra smile line. Come on. I already take some black, liner black on my brush, and I am creating this wall. And I will use another brush because I want to create my extra smile line in black. So I will draw it. As you can see, it's really easy to work, and liner black is really, really pigmented, so you don't need to use tons of gel. That's good news. So, as I told you, I create an extra smile line with the liner black, and now I will put some rhinestones, and they will be inlay. I will show you. First, I have to take rubber base, and I will create a swimming coat, and with this swimming coat, I will put some rhinestones. I choose ones from the carousel, and I will put them like this. It will give a lot of depth to my design. And completely in the corner and from the other side. Now I will put Power Gel to create the end of my second wall. I will place my bead, and with my brush, double power brush, I will place my product where I want. I already love it. You can push. Power Gel is really easy to work with because you can do what you want. I create my second smile line, and I already also shaped it with my file, of course, because it's a second wall. Now I will make the wall with black, liner black, to make it more depth. I just want liner black on my second wall. Like this. Now I will put some power gel white to create another wall. This is a new smile line. So first I place my product everywhere and I will perfection it. Look how easy it is to work with power gel. I can cure it when I am happy. After filing my white nail bed, I have put liner black under the wall again, and now I will finish my nail. I created a mix with power gel clear and glass brown and glass amber. Sorry, oh, and I will create the end of my nail with this mix. As you can see, under my nail, it's a white fiber white, so we can see the depth. Look. To make an extra effect, I will put some flakes on my non-cured power gel, because when I will work with it, it will blend everything and it will be amazing. Now I'm just finishing my nail like this. And when you're happy, you can cure it. After curing of my last step, now I will remove the sticky layer of the power gel of my nail, and I will also remove the nail foam. Come on. I'm removing sticky layer, really gentle, and I will remove the nail foam. Sometimes it's a bit hard because those nail foam really stick as crazy, and I will file. First, the shape of the nail. Don't forget that a parallel needs to be tapered, and Modern Almond needs to have this 45 degrees angle. After this, I will work on cuticle area and I will file my shape. I have now finished the filing, and now we will apply the top gel. Come on. For the top gel, I use Supreme Finish, and I apply it everywhere, of course, because we want to see this wow effect. And I'm going close to cuticles. Do you want to see the end result? Come on with me. Look at this. Thank you for watching. I hope you like this nail and that you will try to make it again. And don't hesitate to share your result with me, because I will be really happy. Thank you very much. Bye.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah, absolutely love it. And Sabine's
great
skills,
combination of
technical
colors.
skills that really showed through.
Yeah.
And I hope you actually see now what we meant about the linen.
Yeah, of course.
And that is shape is specific. So you need to have the tapered look.
Yeah, and as you can see, from the top of the nail, it was a little bit more round on top, so it's a little bit more like the beginning Modern Almond nail. So perfectly done. Perfectly.
Absolutely. Beautiful, Sabine.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Sabine.
And yeah, we mentioned on the beginning also that it is your favorite shape, the Modern Almond.
Yeah.
And I've got like actually a question, because you always do this like nice and edgy look with lots of decoration and inlays and stuff.
Yeah.
So how long takes you to do the set of 10?
How long do you have now? No, well, it depends, of course. Depends on how many layers I'm going to add, or 3D lines I'm going to add, or things I'm going to add in there. And it all depends on that. So there's not a specific time for it, but it can take a while. But normally I don't do it all in one day because of the work and I'm taking my time and I'm doing some nails in the evening hours. So I really can't say a specific time. It's doable in a couple of hours, of course.
That makes sense, yeah, with the time, and especially everything that happens there. But the same as on the next demo, and this is your demo, when you showed a lot of different elements put into French. So that takes ages. I've tried this technique before, and it really takes a lot of time. And you actually done 15 nails on this.
Yeah, but of course, but when you're a little bit more trained in this one, or you do it a lot more times, then you understand how it's made. And when you understand how it's made, it will go quicker. It's still not the quickest, but it will go quicker.
Yeah, so maybe let's see it. And can you take us through it?
Of course, I will walk you through it. This show was from an e-live. And I did these 10 nails on myself, and this was on my model. And this was with the Baby Boom nail bed with an inlay. So already that takes quite a while, but well, when you do it, then do it good and do a lot.
Why not?
Yeah. So this is the blue glass, of course.
Yeah.
Beautiful dark blue.
And did you create the nail bed elongation with the power gel?
Yeah, with the power gel, but a very, very, very thin line, like almost unseeable, because there will be a lot going on that nail and be on top of the nail. So if your basic extension is too thick, then the whole nail will be thick.
Okay.
And when you see later on, you are going to think, oh my God, this is huge. But afterwards you will say, wow, you always need to build up high. This was Magic Shine. And the Magic Shine I'm going to rub in now with the Unicorn Pigment Red. I always love this kind of way to do, but it's only a piece, you see? It's not the whole nail, only a little round piece at the...
Yeah, I love this unicorn inside because it really gives this like fluid, liquid metal look.
And this is the first see-through element, as you can see.
Okay, are you going to file this element for sharpness?
No, it's like a natural placement.
Oh, you just do this everything with the brush.
Yeah,
so
Make it as square as you can with your brush and then cure it. Then, of course, it's very important to give every line that you add a color. So I'm going around with my color, which I want to add. So this, I'm started from the left side of this clear inlay, of course, with the white. So only in that part, I added some black liner gel and stopped, not all around the clear inlay.
I understand. So you're keeping the color around every edge to make sure it's nice and sharp, to enhance it. That's good because that really separates your elements.
Yes.
So even if you do two similar colors, and this is really smart, using the flash cure light to make it faster.
Yeah,
and
you don't need to cure it completely, only that it stays in place. So afterwards, everything goes in UV twin light, and then you're completely done with curing. So in between curing is perfectly for this shape. Now here I added a little basic pigment, the violet one. It's not a unicorn pigment, but a basic pigment.
Yeah, from the
magic
set.
pigments. Yeah, and it's on the sticky layer, and also added above the clear power gel. This also Magic Shine, and this flakes. I mean, these chameleon flakes are,
yeah, these are absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely.
And for this technique, they're great. And remember, I've tried these ones with the chameleon flakes, and we also have the purple ones.
Beautiful.
They just look great.
Beautiful. And depends on the light. It's shining on your nail. Every color is different. Blue, gold, green, gorgeous.
So if you want to have the peacock / rainbow look / unicorn,
take this one. Absolutely.
Yeah, just use the chameleon flakes.
Yes, absolutely.
And you finish in with white.
Yeah, but also added on top of the clear power gel a little bit of black to give more depth to the inlay, and of course to let the white pop out more.
Yes,
this is another one from the Magic Pigments, the red.
Yeah.
Also, it's not shiny, but with the clear power gel, everything becomes a little bit more shiny, of course.
Of course, yeah.
And you see it become thicker, but because you need to build up height and depth, you need to build up higher.
Absolutely.
And stay focused on working line by line. You cannot add pigment like around and around because you have to work piece by piece, and that's the thing what takes time.
Yeah. So it is time consuming, but
Absolutely.
the end result is
Yeah, the
absolutely
end result
worth it.
is worth the time. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
And now making
And then
it perfect.
filing. Like this, you think, oh my, and now we have the end
Yes.
result. And everything booms out of there. Look. Every element has its own shine. And because it's from an e-life, it's a little bit... So these were 2 of my hands and 1 hand of my model. And
Yeah.
that's what you saw in the picture. Because I don't have 3 hands, no.
That will take a week or if not 2 to create these nails, but this is
No,
absolutely
but when
brilliant.
you're a beginner, yes.
And I love the color combination because it looked a bit like weird on the beginning,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
to
it
add
is,
in like
indeed.
unicorn and chameleon
Yeah.
flakes and different pigments,
there's a
but
lot
all
going on.
together
Yeah.
they just look absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
Thank
it
you
make
for
a good
that.
match together. Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. But what I'm thinking to make the life easier for us to create in that kind of
Yeah.
nails and to be a bit faster, because of course you can create this with any product.
Yeah.
The power gel is absolutely ideal for
yeah,
that,
it's
isn't
the
it?
best for this nail. Absolutely true. Yeah.
Yeah. So
And we have
let's
a lot
see,
of power gel.
Yeah.
So
Different colors.
Yeah.
So let's see the power gel video.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah,
When
love
this
this
product
video.
came on the market, I was thinking, yes, this is really amazing. And the most amazing thing is that it's only a gel.
Yeah, it is a
Perfect.
pure gel,
Yeah.
and then you can use it as a gel. And this video was done quite a while ago, I think, on the beginning when we started with the power
Yeah.
gel. But we already have a few more colors up to this
Yeah,
one because
what-
we had another camouflage, the frosted pink,
What
which I absolutely love.
Beautiful. Yeah, we have
And the
so
sparkly
much.
ones. So yeah, we have more of this.
Of course,
more
and
of
this one is the best for our Modern Almond, of course. Which
Absolutely.
a Modern Almond, let's talk about. You also created one.
Yeah, I've done the Modern Almond, and I also done it with the power gel because it's just the easiest. And
But
when
you went on safari with your Modern Almond,
yeah,
right?
just a bit more animal look, but not as many elements as you did.
No.
But still something's happened, and it's nice and colorful.
It's not
and
needed every time.
of course.
For you, then.
Yeah, because when we talk about the Modern Almond, we still need to think about our shape.
It's
This
the
is
most
the most
important
important thing.
Absolutely. Otherwise, it won't be a Modern Almond shape. But we have to find out what you made because it's beautiful. And
Yeah, let's see it.
let's find out.
Hello everyone, in this episode I'm going to show you how I've created the Modern Almond with the neon pigments and the power gel white. Let's see how I've done it. So I've already applied the forms on my model's nails. The forms are slightly tilted, and I've created the straight walls. On the side view, we're going to look at the straight line from the apex to the end of our tip. And let's create our nail. I'm going to start with creating the tip for my extension. I'm going to use the power gel white, apply it on a form slightly touching the natural nail, And with my brush, I will create the extension. Make sure your power gel is flushed with the natural nail. You want to create the connection and follow the shape already created with your form to create the tip. After curing our extension with the power gel white, we're going to remove the form and continue. When removing the form, use your spatula to press slightly down on both of the sides and make sure you do not break your tip. After our form is removed, we're going to continue with building our nail. I'm going to start with the nail bed elongation and continue to working with the power gel white. I will apply a bit on top of my natural nail, and with my brush, dampen in a prep and wipe. Okay. I'm going to start with the top part of my nail bed elongation. I'm going to use the 2 balls technique. So I'm starting to blend my power gel with the natural nail first. And pull it, the product, to create my nail bed elongation. Now I'm going to correct it with the side of my brush. After curing my first ball of the power gel, I'm going to use the second ball to create the cuticle area, to fill the cuticle area and create the apex. Again, I'm placing the ball in the middle, and with my brush, dampen in the prep and wipe. So slightly pressing my product in to create the perfect blend with the cuticles, and then with the side walls. Once I finish with this part, I will pull the product down, creating the apex. Before curing your second ball, check if you have enough products in the apex area. On the apex in the Modern Almond should be placed around 20 to 30% of the natural nail, a bit different than the classic shapes, and go straight from the apex to the wall. So when we're going to file, we've got straight shape. Check if you have enough product before curing. Once you're happy, cure it 1.5 minutes in LED light. Let's remove the sticky layer from our nail and file the nail bed elongation to perfection. I'm using the prep and wipe, removing the shiny part, and using disposable hygienic file system the other way around, and using 180 grit of hygienic file system to perfect my shape. I'm going to start on the sides, going towards the middle, and the other side. After perfecting our smile line with file, we're going to use the liner gel white to make sure our smile line is nice and sharp. I'm going to use the flat brush. You can use the square detailer or the one-stroke brush to make sure your smile line is filled with color. We're going to use the liner gel on the rest of the tip as well, just paint thin layer. And we're going to use this sticky layer to apply the pigments. I have cured my liner gel white 30 seconds in the LED light, and now I'm going to apply the neon pigments. I'm going to start with the green one around my smile line. And then the yellow one at the tip. After applying our pigments, we're going to use the liner gel black to create the stripes. With my detailer number 3, I'm going to paint stripes from the nail bed elongation to the edge of my nail. After curing our liner gel black stripes, we're going to use the Power Gel Clear to cover our extension edge. Let's apply the ball and spread it over with the brush, dampen in a prep and wipe. Make sure you fill all the area and reach the corners. I have pre-cured my Power Gel Clear 10 seconds in the LED light, and now I'm going to pinch slightly the ears of my smile line to making sure the corners are in. I'm going to use my pinching tool, slightly press it. After curing, I'm going to use the prep and wipe to remove the sticky layer from my Power Gel and file it to perfection. After finishing filing, check your lines. First, the top line. From the apex to the end of our nail, the line should be straight, and the bottom line parallel to the upper arch. The edge should have 45 degrees angle. Once we're happy, we can finish our nail with the top gel. Let's see now the end result. Thank you for watching and see you next time.
Perfect.
What do you think?
Yeah, perfect. Great lines, especially when you look from the side. You can see the perfect lines in there, like 30% from the nail cuticle area, then 40% up. Well, perfect, perfect, perfect.
But you can make it a bit simpler version of this one of the Modern Almond without million elements, and make it a bit faster and still incorporate into your price list and in your salon.
Absolutely, of course. Yeah, it's always doable. But you have a shape for inlay for every customer, of course. So yeah, beautiful.
But if you have the skills to do Modern Almond, but maybe no time to do the French, you can also do the full cover shape and still have the Modern Almond. So French is not necessary. As we mentioned, it's all about shape.
And Bianca Fragan make a beautiful, autumn design with a gorgeous color. Wow.
Absolutely.
But in one color. So it's totally different. And even some people say it's harder than to do a Modern Almond in French. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Let's see it.
Hello, today I'm showing you an autumn design on my Modern Almond shape, and I hope you are curious about. Let's have a look in front. Do you want to come with me and have a look? For my Modern Almond, I already applied the nail foam, and I put nail foam support underneath. For this shape, I think it's really important to use it. I already did the elongation, so you can come with me and look how I build up the nail. I already used Power Gel Pink for the elongation and use it now too. Divide it from one side to the other and a little to the back. The nail is fully cured. Now it's time to take off the inhibition layer and the foam so that we can file. Now we can file. The shape is already filed now. I finished it and I want to apply the color in a full coverage. Because I want to use the cat eye, but not in its own color, because I want it a little bit darker. I need a black color underneath, and we start with this. I'm using liner gel black, and I use it in a really thin layer. After curing, I'm using my cat eye. Now I'm putting the second layer on. And this time I'm using the magnet. The color is fully cured now, and I want to stamp and put some fashion stickers on it. That's why I now use the extreme matte top coat, that I have a smooth surface for this. And cure. I'm starting with putting on the fashion stickers. And add my flower stamp. Fast ein bisschen wenig. And on the very tip, I will add one fashion sticker more. This I will seal now with true color top tail. So now I hope you are curious about the end result. Let's have a look. I hope you're happy with the end result, also as me, and I hope also you have fun with this step by step. See you next time.
Beautiful fall design.
Absolutely.
Wow,
And as you mentioned, it wasn't an easy nail.
No. It's really hard to follow the lines and from one ball of product.
Absolutely.
It's
And
really
then
difficult.
you've got these difficulties of
Yeah.
application of the product.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you apply too much, you will lose the line.
Of
So,
course,
Bianca,
yeah.
thank you so much showing us your skills. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
We
You
love
start
it.
with the French for the beginning, and then afterwards you can start with doing a one-ball method for this nail, because it's not easy, really
Just
not
brilliant.
easy. And you know what really also is not very easy?
What is not
It
easy?
looks easy, but it ain't easy. Minimalistic nail art.
Oh yes, minimalistic nail art, and absolutely it's not easy
Yeah.
because it's all about being perfect.
Yes, but that's what we're going to talk about, well, especially you and Henriette,
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah, next week we're going to talk about the minimalistic art with Henriette.
Yeah.
And let's see some pictures from next episode.
Ah,
This is
cool.
super cool. And I think it's a mix of animals and
Airbrush,
stamping. and
yeah,
just
I think so too. Maybe a little hand painting in there. And I think we have something else. Wow, cool.
This is really a minimalistic,
Yeah,
but just
absolutely.
like
Yeah.
spot on trends.
And
with
it's
all
not the
animals.
easiest.
Absolutely
But,
not.
wow.
Absolutely not.
Well, before we go there and before we say goodbye, you need to check out our YouTube channel because it's amazing. You can find everywhere, and especially the show of today with all the modern almonds, of course. So if you want to look it back, follow us on YouTube, put on your notifications, and you see every show coming back. So
Absolutely, yeah. The magnetic nail talk is important. But
Yes.
also, Bianca showed us the cat eye gel polish
Yeah.
design, and why not to see at the end our cat eye gel polish collection?
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but before we are going to look into that, we have to say,
See
see
you
you
next
at
time,
Nail
Nail
Talk
Talk
Live.
Live.
Yes, bye-bye.